woke up yesterday morning, March 10th, 2021, with the following capture on YouTube. Just 1 week since author's passing and the censorship struck. This made me think social media is full of doomsday channels, which of course I love and enjoy, but more on that later. None of them is seriously censored. In fact, if you are seriously starting to follow many of them, in only a few hours, you will get the impression that the sky is falling, alien lizards rule us, you would fall from the edge of the world, or the moon doesn't exist. And yes, there are some channels and personalities, notably Alex Jones, who have been formally censored with much ado, blacklisted with a lot of media fuss. Granted, we are talking about channels and personalities really. On the one hand, does this really preclude the concept of free speech? I don't think so, as Google and YouTube as part of Google are private companies. So is Twitter and etc. They can have their own internal policies and apply them as they wish. But on the other hand, remember how in the dystopian Orwellian society of 1984, the ruling party had secretly produced materials with adult content, which they distributed under the counter in a semi-secretive way to the wide public, to the vast population of proles, while officially maintaining the party line that the adult content is illegal. This was leaving the masses under the impression that by acquiring these materials with adult content, they participate in something illegal. This is really a clever diversion for the masses. It does leave them under the impression that they participate in some sort of a rebellious activity, which on one hand vents the social tension, and on the other gives you some direction in your life, if not a meaning to your life, to be a rebel. But on yet another hand, at the face value, it gives the thought police a plausible cause to arrest you whenever they want to. Now, all the contemporary cancel culture in our real world serves the role of the thought police and brings about the next generation of Pavlik Morozovs. And if you don't know who Pavlik Morozov was, probably you should Google him. That was a real boy in the early collectivization of the Soviet farms, when the vast population of the farmers were starving because their food supplies were confiscated by the communists. And Pavlik Morozov was the boy who betrayed his father for hiding some grains to feed his starving family, Pavlik Morozovs including. But in any case, if we are not there yet, at least this cancel culture is a prelude to what could come. We have a vivid memory in East Europe, and you can't dismiss us as savages. Well, you could, but I don't think that's a wise choice. So I guess similar approaches to censorship could be applied to our modern society, and willingly or not, certain content creators being censored could serve the same function. But Alan Watt wasn't any doomsday or Chicken Little. Nowhere did he emphasize an imminent collapse. He was taking a much broader and educated view of our society and its historical and economic development. He was always substantiating his content with official documents, books by celebrated authors, starting from ancient philosophers, passing through Renaissance scientists, going through renowned scholastic and public figures such as the Darwins, the Huxleys, Carl Jung. I remember clearly him reading him, and all kinds of famous scientists and writers. I believe he was among the first ones to make even Carroll Quigley works resurface in the 21st century. But this is what real censorship is. suppression and lack of advertising. I believe involuntarily, by speaking out, Alan Watt has stepped on someone's toes, and here is the result. Quiet censorship. So I think we should all, his followers, we should gather and make him even more famous in his death than he was in his life. Thank you.